Hey, hey, 1, 2, 3, we are live. Your girl is back. Nkechi Ejikeume on Who Cares to Care. How are we all doing? Happy Sunday, everyone. It's good to be back. It's an exciting time. Let me put the telephone number down for anyone that wants to call in to ask questions or to contribute to what we are saying, the way we roll. It is a family show, so you can call in and contribute to the show. So yeah. So that's the phone number you can reach me on live and direct. Hi, Amaka Glorious. Hey, my amazing daughter. It's good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. So, how are we all doing? How was your Sunday? Amazing. I know. I trust you would have gone to church, you would have done choir, you would have done everything. I know who you are. Well done. Well done. Good girl. She's my daughter, like everybody knows. So, guys, okay, so guys, so my family, my farm. I prefer my farm than guys. So my family is good to be back. Today we are back to sort out another situation, which I have titled I Blame Myself, because that was the first line of that parent. Remember, it's still a sequel on the life I did with my sister, Stella Damascus. So this mom, immediately I called her. She left a message. I gave her a call. She said, Auntie, I finished washing that shoe. I just keep on blaming myself. I'm always blaming myself. I said to her, why? But before I go back to the answer I gave one of our family members, last week I said to you that Nakas used to launch into food in church. He used to launch into people's plates. He used to sit upstairs so that he does not, cause any form of obstruction or disgrace and all that, and things he used to do. But did I forget to tell you that today Nakas does not do those things anymore? That was his past. So that is buttressing all I have said about training them properly. Nakas at the moment before COVID-19 sits in the church for 1 hour, 30 minutes throughout the whole service. This is the same Nakas that used to launch himself. Nakas cannot launch himself in anybody's food or crepes or anything anymore. When there are food in the foyer, as they used to keep it, we just tell Nakas, there's food in the foyer. It's not for you. Don't look at it. Don't touch it. Don't disgrace anybody. Nakas will stand still and will not touch anything. I thought it is important to bring that back to you to buttress all I have said last week about training them properly, and they will learn. When they learn, they will transform and conform to the knowledge we have given them. Okay, that aside. So this lady, this wonderful lady, she's a mom of one, and that one has special needs. And she's a young mom and is a young child. And she said that she's blaming herself all the time. That she was even wondering why she had that baby in the why she had that baby in the first place. Maybe she wouldn't have bothered being a mom. Her first time, her first experience, and this child is special needs. I said, I don't know why you say that, but I equally know why she said that. But I wouldn't tell her exactly. I will not say it that way to her. I mean, can you imagine somebody's first experience of having a baby and that first one? Is it the trauma that you were expecting to have a special, to have a healthy child, and you brought forth the one with special needs? Is it the trauma of not even wanting to have another one? Is it the trauma of not even, you don't even know where to start? The confusion is, if you've had one or two and now have the one in between, but this one, she's just totally messed up. But I say to her, life is not like that. Number one, I don't see why you will not have another child. Number two, I did not see why you are blaming yourself. You didn't give yourself that child. You didn't pick that child on the street. It was God that gave you that child. And that child has been given to you for a reason. For a reason, as far as I'm concerned. So you don't blame your child, you don't blame yourself, you don't blame God. Just look inwards and see why this child is here. And let this child not stop you from having other children as a young girl. Because when you keep on wallowing in pain, crying and wasting time, I know it will take you time to start thinking of having another child, but don't waste too much time, brooding over this one. This has happened. It is better to try to move on, try to face life the way it is, and try to move to the next level. I said to her, do not try to look like a problem, because this is the problem many of us have. Do not try to look like your problem. Don't carry your problem moving around. I see moms when they come for meetings or come for all these conferences, you see them tying scarf, they will not do their hair, they will not do their nails, they will not put one makeup on their face. Immediately you see them, they have a problem. They look heavy. You know there is something they're carrying that attitude. Everybody's carrying something. But the way you carry your own is what matters. I said to her, make sure you don't carry your problems. And I'm saying to all of us as well, we should not carry our problems moving up and down like this load wants to kill you. Because if anything happens to you, that child will suffer. So don't look like what you are going through. I made it a point of duty. I made it a point of duty not to look like what I am going through. Because what this situation wants to do is to beat you down. Already you are, it will push you down to a hole, which it has already. I was there. So I'm telling you out of experience. I didn't wake up looking like this. I was there. But from my own experience, I have come to share to us, to that mother, to every other mother that will watch this later. Do not look like your problem. Because anytime you look like a problem, that is what the enemy wants to see. So make sure you don't carry your problem around. I said to her, learn not to complain too much. Learn not to complain too much. What you want to do is to complain. Not talking to somebody like me. Talking to somebody like me is fine. In fact, there must be somebody that is going through what you are going through that understands your language, that understands what you're talking about, that understands what you're feeling, that gets it, that hears the language and understands it. Talk to people like that. Because she's a young mom and she's completely broken. And and why I said that to her, she made a comment that nobody cares. I said, no. Maybe you are speaking to the wrong people. That's why you feel they don't care. And even if they don't understand what you're saying or they can't appreciate it and they're giving you a lending ear, ab initio, it is important to watch them in the conversation and make sure you know when they have disconnected from what you are telling them. Because she's not you, she doesn't understand, probably does not have a child with special needs. Maybe after 5 minutes, the person will disconnect. And you're wondering, she doesn't care. Maybe the person cares. But because she can't or he cannot appreciate what you are talking about, he will just disconnect. As far as she or he is concerned, you are now boring her. But when you find people like me, now you are talking. If you find a mom that has a child or children with special needs, if you find a fellow carer, now we're talking. For example, last night, I went out last night. Okay, let me buttress, don't look like what you're going through. My people, if I tell people what happened to me this week, you shudder with disbelief. I had 2 ruptures. I don't even want to tell you where the ruptures were. I had 2 ruptures. I was in excruciating pain. It was bad. I was in A&E on Thursday till 2 a.m. Friday morning. I was in A&E. Then by the time I got home, the next morning, I was told to come back to collect my medication from the hospital pharmacy because they're the ones that will give you first before even your GP can prescribe. I went back to go and collect that prescription. By the time I left there, because number one, when I was in, before I went to A&E, I have cried. So don't think I'm a wood. I'm not a wood, darling. I see you, I know you, I understand, I feel your pain. After the crying, I got to A&E. By the time I returned, went back the next day, collected my prescription. You know what? I went straight to my nail studio. I went to do my nails straight. That is the way I try to tell the enemy that somebody's boss here, and that boss. I had this barbecue I was meant to go. I went and did my nails, number one. Then my friends already that knew I was in A&E, they were not expecting me anymore yesterday. And when she called me and said, Nkechi, we know you might not be able to come, blah, blah, blah. We'll come today to see you. I said, today, I have this show. I'm doing now. So I said, let me see how I feel. This is true life story. Let me see how I feel. By the time I finished my nail, got home, I said, no, I said, you know what? I made the decision. That I'm going. I dressed up, called a cab, and left the house. At the backdrop of lying on my bed in duvet, dealing with pain, watching one projector, I left. I went. When I came in, there was a pandemonium. There was an eruption. Those people that saw me last night looking like I wanted to die, saw me show up, they were screaming, Nkechi, you made it. You made it. Nkechi Ejikeume, you made it. I say, well, life, with all it wants to throw at me, I will show life who's boss. And that's it. I was there. That pain came back. I called for painkiller. Swallowed it, sat put, and I had fun. I'm telling you. And this is me this morning, even feeling better than how I was feeling that yesterday, 2 days ago, and all that. Though I started using my medication. So these are a sample of situation where when you can jump over it, please do jump over it. Because what life wants to do most of the time in this situation is to beat you down. I don't have anybody helping me. I don't have a... good to see you. Good to see you, Divine. Thank you so much. Thank you, darling. I don't have anybody helping me. I don't have this. Don't. I went. I ate. I drank. I enjoyed. I could dance. The small I can dance because I was in pain. Topped up my painkiller. By the time I returned home, my dear, I was obviously better than I was before I left. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you, darling. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so these are the things I am telling us. And that mom, I know she will watch this later. I will talk to her again and tell her this part I have told you. Okay? Stop complaining before people start running away from you. It is a selfish world. It is a selfish life. Once people see you're coming with a problem, they want to recoil and disappear from you. That's life, unfortunately. That's life. Okay? But at the same time, like I said before, find the right person to complain to, because what you want to do is just to talk sometimes, not even asking them for money. You're not asking them for food. You're not asking them for clothes. Just find the right person to talk to anytime you must talk. And when they're talking, just keep it light. I try to keep it light. And when I talk, I laugh. I just try to keep it light. And then, people wonder, she doesn't look like what she's carrying. But that is now. That time, you didn't want to jam me in conversation. My first line is complain. I will start have a chat. I will start. By the time you know it, people get tired of hearing about your problem. They will start withdrawing themselves from you. They will start isolating yourself from you. I said to that mother, you have to make sure you do not look like what you are going through. Do not wear your pain as a garment. Many of us, do you know why we are single? Once you meet a man, bam, the first thing is that you bring down your problem. No man wants a woman with a baggage. 440. They will run miles. I said to her, you're a young girl. You just have one child. And the way you are sounding. And for so many of us that have made that mistake in the past, once you see a man, you bring down your baggage. Even if you don't have a child with special needs. Let's even assume you don't have any encumbrance, with all due respect. You don't have any child with special needs. You don't have your mother you're caring for. You don't have your father you're caring for. You're just normal. Once you bring a baggage of problem, people try to withdraw. That's life. Okay, back to last night. You know that yesterday I had 2 friends. Okay, one I know. And that one I know was the main reason why I made that effort. She's a carer. She cares for her mom. She said, Nkechi, try to be there. I'm coming there because you are coming. I didn't want to let her down. Then we met another lady there that cared for her mom. Her mom is passed now. So that was 3 of us. And we shared our ideas. It was nice. 3 of us. 3 of us. You know. So don't bring your problems. Sit on your problems. Look at even that one that her mother has died. When I looked at her, she looked a bit. She was just quiet, looking and moping. No dull moment. I went to her. I said, "Get up and come and take pictures. Get up and dance." Before we started talking, I said, "Okay, yeah. Now I see." You know, some of us, even when we get to the party, we recoil and sit in a corner like our father just died. Anybody that says hello to you, man or woman, you bring your problems down. The person is trying to see how to wrap up that gist and then shift from your side. Just be yourself, just bubble, just be happy, dance, drink, enjoy yourself. In between the conversation and that comes up, of course, when you start moving, you know, and I mean, that will come up after a while. And because you're not wearing it like a clothes, because you're not complaining, because you're not wearing it like your hair, it will not frighten people anymore to be close to you. But when you keep on complaining, they want to isolate, they want to run, they want to say, this woman always complain. Is she the only one that has problems? That woman. You call them on the phone, they will say, Nkechi Ejikeume with her long gist. Because I'm not in the mood. That woman, you will become that woman. As if you're the woman with the issue of blood in the Bible that didn't have a name. Let them not identify you with your problem. Let them not tag you with what you're going through. Let them not tag you with your situation. Let them not tag you with what life has thrown at you. Throw it back at life. Tell life who is boss. Don't keep on blaming yourself, crying, complaining, moaning everywhere. They see you, they see problems. No way who's there. Not me and my people on this channel. I have come to be our voice because I was like that. I can tell you, Amaka Glorious can tell you, I was like that. Nkechi. I cannot give anybody time and love. I can't even receive it when they're giving me. I was closed up. Boom. Like a shut door. Like a closed book. Boom. Blaming myself. Blaming the situation. Why did I marry the man I married? Why did I do this? It was why? Until I made the decision that if I don't get up from this bed of why, if I don't get up from this seat of why, if I don't get up from this pain of blaming myself, I will not move to the next level. I made a decision. I sat. I said, okay, let's do this another way. Let's do this another way. And today, this is me. This is me. So as I have said to that young mom that is blaming herself, that is complaining, sometimes it's good to talk. Talking is therapeutic. You have to talk, otherwise you go mental. You have to talk too, because there are 2 ways. Some people just completely don't talk at all, which is another problem. That one is another diagnosis because you just go mad. But when they are talking, find the right person. Talk to me, I'm here. There must be somebody, somewhere, one sister, one cousin, one friend, somebody that is going through what you're going through or has a similar idea of what you're going through. Talk to the person. Okay? So my people, it is important. And when we meet men, I want to stress this one before I go. When we meet men, we have to be careful. We have to be careful. Because you don't want to grow old alone. And if you make the baggage light, it looks light, it sounds light, it's light, and even your mental health will be light around what you're doing. Bring up the child like others. Treat the child like others. Just keep on rolling. I will not be here for long today because I have promised to always make it nice, sweet, and swift. If you're seeing me for the first time, wondering who is this woman talking, this is a sequel of the life I did with my sister, STELLA Damascus. And a lot of parents came to my DM and left some messages and asked some questions. And when I call them up and talk to them, I will return back to talk to us so that everybody will share. And if you have an idea, please leave it on the comment section. If you have a question, leave it on the comment section. And my name is Nkechi Ejikeume on Who Cares to Care. Share this video, like, share, and of course, you know already, subscribe on Who Cares to Care. Thank you for being here today. I'm back next week by 5:30, not 6 o'clock. I'll be back by 5:30 p.m. next week to do another live show, to bring another question for us to treat so that we can learn together, talk together, grow together, and look after the people we are looking after better, whether it's your mother, your father, your child, your children, your brother, your sibling. By the time we left there yesterday, in fact, the second lady that took care of her mom, she was blaming herself partly, but by the time she left me, I can tell you this, it doesn't matter. She cared for her mom for 1 year and 8 months. And it got to a place where she had to put her in a home. She was in the home for 4 months before she passed. But even that 4 months, she was blaming herself. I said, do not blame yourself. You cared for her for over 1 year plus. But it got to a stage, she told us why they have to make a decision to put her in the home, which I will not share here because it is her personal, it is her personal thing. But by the time she now listened to me for a while and dropped those secrets in my heart, inside her, she's been, before I left her, I made sure I penetrated her into another mental health. I said, don't do that. Everything you could do for your loved one, you did. You looked after her, you were with her until so, which I understand, and nobody can judge you on that, and stop judging yourself. She was so happy she took my contact, she took my phone number. The other carer was like, Nkechi Ejikeume, and it was just amazing. So thank you, my people. Thank you, my loved ones. It's good to have you here. Thank you, Amaka Glorious. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Divine Cross. Thank you, my family. Thank you for always coming on to support me, to love me, to comment. For the people that will still watch this live show later, thank you also. Like, share, and subscribe. It's always nice to be back. See you next week by 5:30, like I said. Thank you so much. And that will be on a Saturday. On a Saturday, 5:30. Thank you so much. Love you all. Love you. Bye.